Welcome. It's time to use the Unknown Archetype deck, which was gifted to me recently. And if you want to gift me and bring much love and much more to this magic reading table, the link is down below. That is my Amazon wish list. So welcome. I will be coming back more. And you know how I am. I like to do it random when I'm feeling the energy and the vibes. So I did a showing of this deck on my Instagram page, which is the same here, Serpentvisionary Oracle. In case you want to follow me there on Instagram, I do pop-up lives and post other things, but I love the YouTube space. It allows me to do a couple of other things that I love doing more. So when I had the showing of this deck, 5 cards sprung out, which told a very interesting journey, and I wanted to complete the reading in an extended version and using more of these deck here for each card that came flying on the table. So let me show you I'll be showing you what the piles are. And then you can vibe and choose for yourself. The whole reading speaks to you. The whole reading speaks to you. One card, 2 card, 3, whatever is speaking to you. I'm giving these a nice, good shuffle here, because they are literally a brand new deck. This is the second time, only the second time, touching the deck. So, welcome in this exploration with me. Okay, good. So before I start, I have a really good reading special going on. If you buy a reading, you can get the second one half off. So the readings are purchased at the same time. You can double up and I'll split the fee in half. It's even better of a deal. And if you've ever had a reading with me, yes, my readings are one-on-one live in a video platform. No emails, no pre-videos. It is one-on-one live, so I can look you in the eye and know you're a real fucking person. That's one of the reasons. But I like to connect with the person that I am reading for. So with that said, very easy to schedule a reading with me. You just email me at the email given here, or you can DM me on my Instagram channel. Which Instagram is called a page. This is a channel. Channeling is what I do. So I'm going to bless the third eye here. And get ready. I'm going to show you the piles to choose from. Yeah, this candle's going off. It's one of those flickery kind. Okay, card number 1 is the empty room. And it's paired with this magic bag here. It's got a tiger's eye, shaman jasper. There's a pink quartz in there amongst the stones in here. Number 2 is the womb. And it's partnered up with this yoga object here. Pile 3, the Warrior, and it's paired with the lovely shape-shifting, the master shape-shifter of the sea is the Octopus. Card 3, oh wait, 1, 2, 3, no, this was 3, this is 4, and it's paired with this beautiful stone here. And then card 5, the Hunter. Oh, let's see here. Okay. All right, here I am. The lighting's very weird here today. It seems like I have a filter and I don't. Okay, so first up, I'm going to go through the images. They did tell a story just the way they are. Let's see here. Oh, no, I don't like that one. Oh, I get it. I accidentally touched the filter thing. I get it. Here's the normal. This is just the... Give me some color. Let's see. Bear with me, I swear. No, I'm just going to go back to normal. They don't really have much to choose from. Okay. All right. Let me open up this third eye a little bit more here as I look. And if you do and have been following me, you know I've been receiving a lot about this whole clearing up of the heart space in our lives, cleaning up. And some of us are starting from absolutely nothing, because with nothing we have everything. So the recent vibes into the end of the year is just really continuing to empty out anything that has been incomplete. You creating your own closures, you setting your boundaries. It could be, you know, doing a nice clean in your home. It's like a last minute roundup to clean anything up, whatever that may be, because you do not want to take your past with where you're going, with what you've been manifesting, with what you've been wanting to have show up in reality. And for those of you that have said goodbye to anyone or those that have made past, or you're remembering them at this time, they're always with you. And they do hear you. Because the seed that we've been planting the seeds or seed, and there's usually one that really sparks us in, like, all the way down to our beingness. There's always just like one passion, if you could pick just one, because the focus is on one, though there's many. It's good not to juggle too much, because then that seed doesn't grow as strong as it would if you're giving other things too much attention. So there's one thing you've really been wanting to have grow, and it's been very steadfast. And it's in the solar plexus area and sacral area and root area. We've been really working on the waist down chakras, or in those areas of metaphysics. Yeah, I have. Because we are making this reality, and you do know it's going to show up. And if you've been following my readings, it is showing up. I just can't tell you the exact date and time or anything, because then, the soul wants to experience. Life is about the experience and the unknown. And even if someone was to tell you, it still could take a turn, because anything can happen. Anything can come at us in a blink of an eye, that quick. But for the most part, that which, we work on and see growing and manifesting and wanting in our life and world, we've been really playing with a lot of the arena. We've had to, because you got to be absolutely clear so you can get all that stuff out of the way. And letting go is, been the, not the easy part. And the last reading I did, there was something around, you not wanting to, or there was a resistance in one of the energies of one of the readings I went, maybe the pile. And that's okay too. Everything is choice, and you can choose and change change anything at any given time. It's up to you. You are the master shapeshifter in your life. But this is about really being in truth, like no bullshitting around anymore, like not wanting anything less, not settling, and being with grace for that which is like died. Because there's much love coming, there's much abundance coming. I've been feeling it for quite some time. Strongly in the fall, the messages started coming where we're not waiting. You know how people wait for the new year to happen, and then we'll start when the new year begins. It's not like that. It's waking us up to be in action now. Yeah. Despite the weathers going on, the winter, the cold, the snow, the harsh of the weather that changes, it's not going to stop us if we want to move. And some of you have been saying are wanting to really physically move. And this isn't a move like you just move a couple of blocks down or the next city. I mean, you really move away from it all. Or move to where you've been wanting, despite what may be from others. It's not their life, it's yours. But how many are willing to take off that mask and own up to their bullshit? How many are out there that are willing to just say the truth? Not many. Why? Because that's fear. And we know what fear does. Fear creates a lot of falseness. And then the next thing you know, we believe it. And we have other people validating it and believing it, especially those that control and manipulate and won't own up to what their bullshit is. They don't own up to it, fuck them, bye. It's really simple as that, but is it easy for others to do this? No. But we've gone through it, all that dark, and I think we're done. I think we're over it. I know I am. Fuck that. Because I see a really beautiful thing that's coming. So let's let's have a few more of these cards fly out. And see what the empty room is really about, that you picked the empty room. And remember, it's paired with the magic bag. There's a heart in that bag somewhere. There's also a tiger's eye, the golden brown tiger's eye. There's the shaman jasper's in there. I think the carnelian's in there. I do believe the bloodstone is in here too. Is this the bloodstone? Yeah, the seeing The bloodstone with the eyeball, and there's a beautiful blue, so I can never pronounce the name. I just know if I see it, that's it. Okay. Yeah, please leave me comments. Let me know like what's been, happening with this vibe, especially if you follow. I really do appreciate the DMs and all the messages and comments. I usually get all the comments in the DM section because it's private, and I know like sometimes I can trigger people if they listen or they hear something that's very like it hits home and they don't necessarily want to share it. That's okay with me too. Because for me, readings are very, personal and should be one-on-one. There we go. That's what I like some freaking action on the table. Oh, you couldn't wait. Is this the second one? Is this the second batch you want? Okay, we'll just do it and we'll keep you guys over there. So know that I'm not a traditional oracle card reader. I'm not a traditional tarot reader. I read both. I'm more of an intuitive reader. I rely on the channeling, the message I receive from the source that's given to me. So if you do have this deck, I have not read the book. This is the second time it's in my hand. It is a book worth reading. There's a few decks I do own and have that have elaborate packaging and beautiful books. Don't shun from the book because the book has a lot of information. I'm just saying this is more like something to gaze at while and there's just beautiful images here. So if you chose the empty room, along with the empty room is the unseen, the creator, and the threshold. Ooh, creative, are we? Okay. Oh, we have the ruby jasper. I like a lot of jasper stones because they're really pretty to look at. Yeah. Oh, the unseen, yeah. And that's paired with the carnelian. Up above is this blue stone. Beautiful. Okay. So for those of you that are in the empty room, what's being filled with it is whatever you create. Creativity is just that. It's what you create or what you've been creating. There has been many ideas, but it must speak to your heart for it to really manifest. Because there's an unseen card here, and it contains the carnelian, which is about the passion. So this, you don't even know. It's kind of like the empty room is empty. The possibility means that there's everything. You may find a new passion, or it may deepen to something completely different. This is very unknown. This is very unknown territory, and that's the beauty of it. The unknown can be beautiful. The unknown is actually a relief, because if you really did know, I mean, what fun is that? It's not exciting. Being predictable is boring. So is the box. Gets pretty old. This journey of the empty room is about discovering something completely new, but you will be passionate about it with your creativity. Yeah, this is definitely seeing something from a different perspective. This is all seeing something completely new, like you couldn't even have pictured it. So it's taken from the picture and your that you've been wanting to manifest. It's taken from there, but it seems that it just goes a complete different direction and lights up the sky, you know, like when a star supernovas, it just goes off. And there's going to be some point where you won't be able to hang on to any past anymore. It will actually devastate you if you return back. Please don't go back, or you will repeat a cycle that's, if you thought this couple of years has been a fucked up cycle, if you go back to your past, welcome to more. That's just the warning of the pairing here. At some point, yes, you will let go and be open to something new. Okay. That's round one. Round two, the womb. And I know these are very general. That's what one-on-one is about. When you schedule a personal reading with me, we get down. I get down. So much more details. Okay, we're going to put the stones back in the magic bag. Yeah, this passion and creating new bloodline is it just wants your attention. They're very beautiful stones. This bloodline's very beautiful. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, gosh. Ooh, this is very, very heart space hitting home. Because next up is the maiden, the nectar, and the tear. Oh, yeah. For many of you that see this, it's one of fertility. This is an expansion that is in its birth state. It's pre-birth state before it really births. Some of you, you've already had that baby. Some of you, it's still ingesting. For many of us, it's still in the womb or in a process where it has not come and lived into the world yet. It could be a physical baby, but it's more, again, it's more about wanting something for your heart. Because I can feel a lot of sadness for some over the past 2 years, having let go of partners, seeing the truth about these partners that you were once with or once dreamed about or once thought that it was that person, and they showed you something different and the truth was very harsh for you to see. For many of you, it just ripped you a new one, huh? Like the feeling of brokenheartedness, being jaded, lots of separation for a lot of people, or but having people pass came up. In this area too, in the womb, we've been dealing with illnesses or ailments, especially in the womb area. If you are a woman, a lot has been coming up in that area to heal or change or go through in order to really birth what we want as new. Again, here, we don't want to bring any past with us at all. And when I see her, it's keeping your heart open. And it takes much strength to do so, because in order to keep your heart truly open means you live vulnerably. And people mistake vulnerability. Vulnerability is very open. It feels like being naked, although there's boundaries, which people don't really see. You don't see them, but they're there. You create those. Also, a little message that goes on with this object too. I always like talking about these objects, and I like sharing what these objects represent, why I use them on the table, and they have like little messages of their own, is that this is modeled after me through a 3D printer. Someone asked for my permission to use my images just to play, and voila, the Open Heart series was created. Now the thing about putting the body into this position, it doesn't feel stable. It always feels like I'm gonna like face plant or fall over, but do you know, I never have. So there's a bit of trust here that you gotta trust. Gotta trust. Now for some of you, you've really been holding, I'm not holding, like standing for yourself as you let go of these other partners or people, and really not allowing any other in, and spending time with you so you can cleanse it out. And if you have had marriages that have, or you're in a partnership, then it can mean that the passion's returning, or the spice will return after a dead time, or actually a busy time. It's been a busy time for couples, busy time if you've had partnership for a while. It's been a kind of a busy time for the individuals, and it's now coming together again, where the partnerships are collaborating better. Like there might be some new ideas in these partnerships and collaborations. That's with all these seeds, is all this creativity and all this birth. So it's like it's a feeling of, it's okay to be alive after all that. After all of that, if I made it through all of that, it's going to be okay, and I'm open to what's coming. I'm here for it, and that's where the vulnerability comes. But it takes a lot of strength to do this as well. It takes balance, it takes strength, it takes openness, and it takes trust most of all that you're not going to collapse, that you will stay up. It's a powerful object. It's one of my favorite poses to do. I think I have a video, I think I did a reel that I did do a bend reel. It's in my Instagram page. Like a lot of people are ready for this powerful sacred union connection, sacred sex connection. And, you know, those that have just hooked up or found someone or with somebody, and it's not really deep down, foundation, and it's still in a state where the person is codependent, know there's a cycle coming unless you let this person go now. It's another warning. These cards are not bullshitting around with me. They're like, damn. But for those of you that have freed it up, you watch. And I like this feel of whoever picked the womb. Much courage in this particular vibe of this selection here. Very eye-opening, huh? But now you see. Not only is your regular sight activated, it's the third eye in here. Maybe for some of you, through that empty room and being in the womb and dealing with issues like that, it's caused you to find other means of healing, which is activated in here. Because there's a lot of you that are getting really strong with this third eye. Keep practicing, keep opening, keep doing. Because there's There's a beautiful something coming here. Let me show you. So along with the womb here, Eden, the nectar, and the lágrimas, the tear. Okay, let's see. Oops. Okay. I know that's general. I'm just reading the vibes here. Next up is the warrior with the octopus. He's cute. He's very pretty and sparkly. It's the warrior card, which actually has a snake going through it. And the thing with all of these cards is that that's how come I kept them out, right? Yeah, at the end I'm going to show you the similarity of what's going on here. Because there's just this, there's the same, there's just magic on this table. What can I say? Okay. Oh, you know you want to talk. Hi, Sparkle and Glow. Thank you so much. Funny that your page is Sparkle and Glow and your comment came out because this is very sparkly. It's kind of like hard to tell in this dense light, but in the sunlight it's like, whoa. Oh, wow. This is so fucking beautiful. And this is a return card from the reading. Okay. I'm fascinated by these cards. I get all like, wow. I get all transed out when I look at them. So the third card here, which starts it, is the warrior. And this is paired with the heart, the flame, and Aletheia. And if you notice, they have Roman numerals on the top, but I'm not really doing the math today. That's why I show you the images. Like, you're going to see something for yourself that's personal to you, a symbol, a feeling, the image. That's why I let you see. So you have more, make it your own through your images. And I just give you what I'm picking up on as the platform, as the cracker, and you put what you want on top of that. So you personalize it. Yeah, I told you a lot of people are moving away, or things can be coming towards you. So there's movement in both ways. There's a flow here of you let it go, it comes to you. That means the new comes to you because you let that go. Or, yeah, this is more like letting it come to you. And this is heartfelt. And it's like warrior return home. Work well done. You know, like that movie Gladiator, you know, and the gladiators, you know, they go do the gladiator fight stuff, and then they have a brief moment to come back from their battle, like warriors, right? Warrior spirit, like if you're coming back from battle, well, you're coming back from all that work and labor that it took for you to receive where you are right now. It's not been easy. It's caused you and it caused us to really have such a value and price on ourselves that the boundaries became badass badass boundaries, and you meant business. This is I mean fucking business. The snake is here. It's of the medicine. It's of the temple. It's of your heart is the center of your temple. No heart, no temple, no life. So this is about people. It's coming towards you, but you're in action of having it come towards you. We don't see anything else. We can give a shit if it's storming, if the sun's out, you know, if it's like, you know how people like, oh, I'll do it when, you know, when I have this, or when I have the money, when I lose 2 pounds, when. No, that doesn't even exist. That's not even real. All you have is now. So we're in motion now as it comes towards us. But because it's paired with the octopus, I mean, if you've never seen the beauty of the master shapeshifter of the sea, many documentaries, but they're like the chameleons of the sea. Even more so because of the way they move. They're very, it means like, to me, when I see the octopus, it's like very networking because it has the 8. And 8 is a power number. No shit, it's the shapeshifter of the fucking sea. This dude rules the sea, in my opinion, and my experience of using it as an energy on the table. Another thing about this octopus is that it flows. It has this flow to it. It has this movement that's very alluring, sexy, and sensual. So a lot of us are coming back to our sexy. Don't let that past rip you off. I know. Jaded vibes as fuck, but you know. You actually felt it get less, haven't you? Since you've worked on you, since you focused on you, since you cleaned up. Because my tribe here, the tribe that always finds me, we're doing work and we're always cleaning up, and we know nothing stops us. And we don't settle for less. And we don't do that codependent bullshit. And some of you have had a lot of struggle with that. And it's okay as well. As long as you're in action, because it is not perfect here. Not. But look at the gift and tool that you have. You're very wise in your craft. That's come. It's time for expansion in the unknown. Because this is like you go into the sea, unknown sea, unknown that this creature can be resting on a rock and you can just overlook it because it's that expertise level you have that you can even shapeshift to or you can shapeshift to be seen. It's a balance. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Very womb oriented here. I can't believe this card is showing up again. But it's very much like lava. And like I said, there's a lot of fertility in these vibes recently. So there's a lot of warning here in the womb. Like if you do not want a child, please do something about it. Because there's a lot of souls that want powerful moms. Non-traditional moms, fucking warrior moms, spiritual moms, esoteric type energies. So if you don't want that, please, it's a warning here. For those of us that does not apply, this does apply to who you're bringing in sexually. That's right, wrap it before you tap it. This being is very good at wrapping around. You ever see them eat? It's pretty wicked. I fucking love these creatures. It's my favorite creature of the sea. Although the creature that has my heart of the sea is different. But this is my favorite creature of the sea. So this is having that type of sacred sex, sacred union, having that warrior or warriorette that actually mirrors you as a partner. You know, no more fucking pussies, no more liars, no more cheaters. And it doesn't have to be traditional. I'm talking about the connection here. Okay? This is like a connection where it's very to the death kind of vibe. Like it goes deep. We're needing these type of partnerships to come in because of what's going on as it changes. We're being called. So this is like the road coming home. Very much like the warrior as it comes home. Very humbling experience. If you vibe with the warrior card. See, I'm getting all teary. So you come home. You come home so you can replenish. So your cup gets filled. So you can have abundance. So you can have your life back. So you can grow. Because there's a serpent here. And you really could put death, all that needed to die, and be okay. I love you, warrior pile. Oh yeah, I was supposed to show you that. Okay, go. Yeah, ashe, amen. Look, see, sparkles. See? Pretty. Okay, so with the warrior, it was the heart. The flame. And believe me, there is someone in your past that tugs. There is someone in your past here that you can't get them out. Keep cord cutting. Or it could be that you can be okay with having them in your thoughts. Because if it's there, that means it's incomplete and more work to be done, so that it's not a trigger, a nervousness, or anything that can be upsetting to you. But this was a beautiful warrior selection here. Yes. Okay, there's 2 more left here. And welcome who's tuning in. I love what I do. This is so much fun. Okay. Up next is the lover. Just take a break. Wow, that was that warrior pile. Wowee. Yes. Is there any more weed here? Okay, good. The lover. Okay. It's paired with this. It's so pretty, so grounding, and it's one of many meanings. So let's get more. Let's get some cards to accompany the abundance, that seed that has become. It's interesting, okay. The seed that has become, it's manifested and it's in the reality now. So this is very much a journey, but there'll be messages here. Okay. it feels so nice to break in a new deck. I'll be doing showings here on YouTube too. A lot really wants to be seen. Okay. Holy shit. I love it. So we have the forest next. God, this is so woomy and cavey and the same shapes of like sucking something in. Like you're going to be matched with that. It's just going to match. And for those of you that have been matched for some time, there's changes they're coming to. Like for marriages, I already told you in the other pile. Let me get more here. There's a card here, and it's called the Forest. Okay. So is this making sense out there so far? While I take a little break in shuffling. Okay. Okay, let's see. Almost done here. It needs like some. It says I need a breather. I know, because the vibes here that come through, they're really intense. And they're intense to feel. Because they're not like no little chicken shit bullshit vibes. They're very strong. You know, people are done. And we're in so ready receiving mode. Extremely. Okay. Come on. Let's have some love for the table. Just fall out, won't ya? I like when they land on the table. But yeah, they're getting a real good mix, since, you know, maybe that's what it is as well. Getting a really good mix. So you know how cards are when they're brand new? Hell no. You are so magic. We'll end with that. Okay. Sounds good to me. The healer and the shadow. They're just beautiful cards this evening. I'm so like moved by this. That's all I can say is, like, this is a journey in the messages too, or one pile may speak, but for the warriors, it becomes the lover. It becomes someone that has received what they wanted to manifest. It's becoming reality. It hasn't been easy, because this was heavy shadow, no fucking around shadow work. Heavy shadow work. And when you face the unknown and you face your fears and you're afraid anyway and you do it anyway, it turns into courage, and then you are brave. Layers to obtain where you are right now and what's to come. Layers. But you're strong. You know a lot now, because it's in the dark that you see. The light is blinding. The night has you feel and find things a different way. And when the light comes, it gets exposed. Many layers of extreme terrain, of extreme up and downs, of extreme situations that you almost came to the cliff and went, holy shit, how did I make that one? How did I get through this one? How am I going to get through that one? But you did. It's amazing the symbology that is on this table tonight. There is a lot of room, like please enter, please allow, please come in type of shapes and vibes. And there's a lot of seeds and circles and cells in the visuals that are on the table tonight. It's a relief. You're going to be really relieved even in your body, because with some of you, there hasn't been wellness in the body, which has caused you to want wellness in your body, and you've had to face shadow. You'd have to face some things you didn't want to hear, didn't want to see, didn't want to change or look at. I am going through that as well. I hear you and understand. I am on this crazy fucking ride with you. But keep training, keep doing, keep trying this or that. I know it's not over for a lot of you, but you started, keep going. Guess what? You started before the new year. Like I said, the time is now. People aren't wanting to wait. They want to feel good now. You know, one time I was told, why would I start a program like this or that? It's the week of Thanksgiving. And I'm like, well, fool, I don't eat like you do. I don't stuff myself to death, like, so I feel like throwing up. And I don't overindulge and overeat. What the fuck? You're missing the point. I'm going to start because I say so. And why should I wait? The time is now. And I kept going and never turned back. And I reclaimed my body back, my life back. I trained under the most fucked up situations that could have caused anyone to go back to drinking and be validated without no judgment at all. Coulda, but I didn't. I chose to reclaim my body, and it's never too late. You can always restart, you know? But keep going so it breaks the habit. Keep going so you go through what was a breakdown or not so great news and go through it and have that breakthrough once and for all. But you're going to have to face it if it's not over yet, or you started on this journey with your body beautiful. Yeah. Because you want that nectar, you want that sweetness, you want that radiance, because that radiance is what's going to pull and allure things to you, like the warrior. And this is very much in that space already. But the healer, the healer card's a very powerful card here. Next to the shadow it is, and this. Maybe for some of you that this whole process, or if this is your vibe, maybe this is calling you to practice or study. Like, because you're seeing a result or getting a result that you either have never had before or you haven't gotten any and you're seeking for that. Keep on, because it's there. You may feel it's hidden, but it's coming towards you, and it's there because you're willing to look in the dark. And then it gets illuminated, and then it's exposed. Doesn't stay dark forever. So beautiful work, lovers. I'm going to show you these images. Okay, started with this. See, I'm seeing this shape a lot. This entryway, this womb, this cave, like opening up the legs, opening it up. It's very sexy in the dark. But there's imagery like this, like of the womb too, like see the triangle, you know. But look at the healer card. Wow. Paired with that shadow. Powerful imagery. Much humbleness to both the warrior and the lover pile. But more empowerment here. I feel a lot of empowerment with both of the piles. Okay. I see what happened. I was just mentioning mass a little while ago, wasn't I? Okay, look at the object that we have. So next up is the hunter, and it's paired with the amethyst. Which I keep seeing the imagery of the womb in the circle. There's a lot of circle seed cell. So there's a lot of growth and movement here. There is going to be lots of things coming because we are coming out of this dark period. We don't want to go back there. It's like we have the prayer, the mass, the one, and the king. And the king, the ending card here, does reflect the beginning of the hunter, the force here. So anytime I see the sun, I know everything's going to be all right. And if you've been following these readings I've been doing, it's always ending with the depiction of a sun at the ending card. I kid you not. Just got to hang tight there because the horse is ready to let loose. We've come out of that dark. We're in full mood, ready to charge forward, aren't we? We're just warned a little here and there. And we will rise from the dead. For those of you that had no motivation, like over it or done, we are going to rise from the dead. And for some, you're going to shock a lot of fucking people. To the point where they're not going to recognize you the next time they run into you. This is a whole new, like, you do something to your looks. You've been working on the body. You may change your style. For all it's something like that, like an outside appearance, because the inside went through it all, and now the outside's gonna reflect. And you're no longer quiet, you're no longer shy, you're no longer hiding out. Well, for some it wasn't like hiding out because you were afraid. You were hiding out because you were just, there was a lot of hermiting and solitude, seclusion, like more to be with self. So if you can be that on your own in self and enjoy your own company, then someone else will mirror you the same. And for those that continue to hide behind the mask, you'll be stuck with another fucking cycle of the bullshit. Warning. So do not go back. For most here, it's kind of like we've been nesting our heart, like preparing to come out of that dead. But we're going to come out of the dead, watch. It's going to come out of nowhere, which is another vibe I've been picking up on in these collective readings, that we're just going to be fucking shot. like blown away. And that's a really fun feeling here. It's really fun to feel this. We're going to be blown away. Really beautiful connections and those to come. Because you were willing not to know. You're willing not to know. You're willing not to figure it out. And just receive and be that vulnerable to surrender and say, have it come to me. There's going to be more peace about this. There's going to be more ease. It was in a very anxious or really not non-patient. We couldn't even do anything about it and say, oh, okay. But you get what I mean? Because this horse here, the hunter, the going after, the charge, it's just that we're ready. There's just beautiful images here. Oh, and that's what I meant about the peace about it, because it is peaced with the amethyst here. So let me show you. Oh, God, the wrist. Ouch. So there's the final card of the 5. Followed by the prayer. This is a really interesting one. You could take it in many ways. Use your imagination. That's a beautiful card. Okay. All right. Now for the similarities. I'm going to go through what I meant at the beginning. And I'll show you the similarities. And it's kind of like this little cycle of life. And I like when there's like this kind of thing happening. Whoa, what was that? All right, here we go. So we start here with the empty room, like a nothing, which means everything. And if you really gaze, it shifts for you. So just gaze into that. Then it goes into the seed inside the womb where it's starting to live and grow in protectiveness, in passion. Followed by the warrior, where this seed now is becoming reality because now it's in the third eye. Let's see if I can do this with my left hand instead. Okay, yeah. Then, followed by the seed here has become abundant. See, there's others around that have become jewels. There's the seed there. Very navel, very solar, sacred, and root here, all blossoming abundantly. Okay. Then that seed, I think was, let me see this other card. Okay. Then that seed is this. Then there's this one that it's still womb-like. And even with the king, the seed's like, to me, that shape, right? It's there. I saw something else here that had this. I don't remember where it went. Let's see. Yeah, the serpent. The healer card, yeah. So the healer card here, see how it's growing, it's growing, it's growing, and then it's from here. It's just a beautiful journey here. So I was crazy with the camera tonight. I'm very unsteady hands with the camera today. I had a very heavy physical day, so it required some weight. So yeah, much love to the wrist. But anyways, this is the extended reading. I know it was general, it was a lot of information, it was a lot. So thank you for joining me. And like I said, I have a really nice special for December. If you want to book a private one-on-one reading, which is live. Me and you, live, video platform. Well, thank you, Miss Sparkle. I'm just going to like separate the cards here and have a good time. You have a good rest of the day and or evening. I'll pop up soon. Share me so we can grow this, so I can do more of a mini reading style. And I want to have a bigger audience for that. So thank you so much. I will return soon.